everyone, and welcome back to Heart of the Swarm Exhibitions. Today is Friday, which means we're playing King of the Hill Babyknight, currently destroying everyone. And we're going to have the next game coming up soon. Of course, if you'd like to play and you're a pro player or at least a Grandmaster level, so we can give Babyknight a challenge, ideally a Terran or a Zerg. So if that fits you, your description, log on to Heart of the Swarm, go to channel MLG right this instant, unless you're watching a rebroadcast. In which case...
Then still go to channel MLG and see who wants to play arcade games or plus 1v1 with you.
Yeah. Channel MLG is the place to be whenever you're in Heart of the Swarm. Don't let anyone tell you anything different. I'm there all the time, challenging people to games and playing arcade games and stuff. So, but before we get into the next game, I want to do a quick little plug. The Dr. Pepper Gaming House is going on, or the competition is going on right now. Of course, this is the contest where you can enter to win a Dr. Pepper Ultimate Gaming House, where the MLG team will come over to your place and hook you up with Dr. Pepper products and the latest in gaming technology, and just hook you up with awesomeness. If you have a bunch of friends and you have a room that's not living up to its full potential as far as having like an awesome LAN center or something like that, this is definitely the competition for you. If you're in college or a CSL team, you're renting out a house, and you have an extra room, some extra space where you want to make some awesomeness occur, this is the contest for you. Head over to facebook.com/MLGpro. Scroll down a little bit to the middle of the page. It says Dr. Pepper Ultimate. Of course, you can throw it a like as well while you're doing this. Click on Dr. Pepper Ultimate. We'll bring you to the page. Dr. Pepper Ultimate Gaming House, a complete makeover of your gaming room with the latest in competitive gaming equipment, technology, and great Dr. Pepper product and prizes. Of course, instructions. You gotta have a video camera. Nowadays, everyone's phone is a video camera, so that's no excuse. No more than 5 minutes in length. Introduce yourself, your friend, or your group. Contest starts January 24th. It ends February 15th. Enter that contest. Get that done. I know winners are being chosen very soon. Of course, you can click on that stuff and then fill in your info to get that done. But that's an awesome opportunity. Also, MLGProShop.com. Got some awesome deals going on there. Friend's birthday is coming up. If your mom's birthday is coming up, you want to get them an awesome shirt, you want to give them some gunners, head on over to MLGProShop.com. Some fantastic opportunities here for awesome MLG swag. We got t-shirts, hoodies, merchandise from Nike, gaming equipment, gift packs, baseball caps, all that stuff. MLGProShop.com is your source for awesome peripheral, awesome gaming gear, and awesome clothing. That being said, are we ready for the next game?
We are ready. Just got to get you in there, my friend.
I have to hit the accept.
Next map is going to be Daybreak.
Let me join the game.
There you go. Just another. Oh, we're good. We're good? All right. Next map's going to be Daybreak, and it's going to be Bones versus Babyknight. Another PvP.
Ooh, good. That last one wasn't enough for me. It was awesome.
No, like, that was actually... I'd say that was the most entertaining game of today.
That Mutalisk...
That was actually pretty entertaining.
Degeneration was really entertaining.
Degeneration is a good way to put it.
What is it called when they get their health back?
Regeneration.
What's the opposite of that?
Degeneration. Yeah, so when all your mutants die at the same time, they're all degenerating.
Yes.
Yes. I like it.
Massacre. There's a lot of words you can use for that. Honestly, words don't do that moment justice.
Yeah,
I can assure you,
you missed it.
Yeah, of course. It will be the VOD will be there as pretty much as soon as the stream goes down, or very closely after Rules of Engagement. YouTube.com/officialmlgsc2. You can check that out if you missed it. That was Ghost User versus Babyknight. That was our first game of the night. This is our fourth game of the night in the top right-hand location. We have the Blue Protoss player, Bones. He's going to be the challenger in this situation against the reigning champ, the reigning winner, the king, one might say, of the hill. It's the Red Protoss player, Babyknight. And he looks unstoppable so far. Everything that has been thrown at him, he's shrugged it off and say, I am the Babyknight. You cannot defeat me.
He shrugged it off, but he's taking some bruises.
He is.
I think Shu gave him a bruise or two. Ghost User was bruising him up a little bit and then degenerated his Mutas flock.
Degenerated, indeed.
Yes. Not something you want to do with your units. You don't want to degenerate them.
No.
So,
that is the opposite.
Yes, exactly. You want to regenerate them.
Yes.
So this game is Daybreak. And I think airplay is exceptionally strong on Daybreak in PvP.
Yes. Very long distances between these two guys. Very mobile units can be very good. Phoenix opening is one of my favorite things on this map, at least in Weak Liberty was. So we'll have to see if these players decide to do that. Of course, you know, Robo, or Blink Stalkers, I should say, less likely to be effective because the mobility between the main and natural of your opponent is kind of essential for something like that, and that doesn't really exist on Daybreak. Also, if you're going Robo play, it takes a good amount of time to get across the map, so if you're trying to take advantage of some sort of build order, fast build order, that could get negated very quickly because by the time it takes you to get across the map, your opponent could just make another Colossus and have you out-united. So yeah, I agree with you. Stargate, definitely a very viable option on Daybreak.
I love Bones' opening already. Double gas is just my favorite way to open PvP. Double gas after gateway, 2 on each gas. Well, he's doing 3 on each gas.
He almost put 4 on one of them.
He did. He put him on for a second. Yeah, he was really eager to get that gas up. The instant those went up, he's like, boom, here's all my workers. Get me some gas. He's cackling, just like, you know that gesture where someone wants a lot of stuff?
Oh, yes.
Yes, that's exactly what he was doing. So, I mean, this is either going to be airplay, you know what he could do?
What could
this build? He could do fast DTs while massing sentries.
I like it. DTs are a little bit more cheaper nowadays.
It's the Dark Shrine is at 100 less gas.
Yep.
50 more minerals, 100. So it's 1 extra sentry for that. And the rate he's getting gas is so fast. I mean, he could definitely get DT. There's a sentry. So what's he going to use the rest of his gas on? Is it going to be, Twilight Council? Is it going to be Stargate? We'll have to wait and see. But
could just keep churning out the sentries.
He's got to get another pylon if he wants to churn out anything.
That's true. There it is.
There it is. Okay. Yeah, I was worried there for a second. He is going to be supply blocked a little bit on his Nexus, but is he going to do like a sentry expand? There's the mothership core. It's interesting. He got this gas so fast, but he's not using it to get a tech advantage.
Yeah.
It's actually a little bit worrisome. I mean, he's put himself at economic disadvantage by getting the mothership core so fast. Okay, there's a Stargate. I would like to see that about 30 seconds ago.
Yeah, they're both going Stargates here.
Yeah, and Babyknight has I would say, a definite advantage here because his Stargate's faster and he has slightly better economy. Bones really got the gas super fast, but he still ended up with a later Stargate. So that's not looking. I mean, it's close enough though that it's basically whoever controls their Stargate is better. And also, if someone opts for like an Oracle or a Void Ray, that guy goes Phoenix. Phoenix guy's just gonna win. But if you put the Stargate in your base, you're pretty much going Phoenix. I wouldn't see why you'd do anything else.
All right, well, keep an eye on that. I mean, nerves can be a bit of a factor in games like these. You're going up against one of the best players in the world, I would say. One of the best Protoss players, at least in Europe, in Babyknight.
Yeah, definitely. Very, very, very strong European Protoss.
Yeah.
And, Babyknight's got... You know what's nice about this? He can scout and he can get out without losing to Phoenix.
Ooh,
right?
I think you're right.
I mean, because even if the Phoenixes shot each other, it would end up a tie. If he wanted to chase it, they would just both lose the Phoenixes. Because they would just keep shooting each other at the exact same time. That's the way Phoenixes work. And Babyknight's going to be slightly ahead in the Phoenix count. He also didn't get the Mothership Core, which is an advantage, I would say. Actually, it's interesting. Maybe it's not. I mean, the Mothership Core doesn't help much in the Phoenix Mirror. But in Wings of Liberty, there's this dynamic where if you go Phoenix and they go Phoenix, and you build a Nexus, and they spend the same minerals on an extra gateway and more Zealots, they just kill your Nexus with Zealots, while their Phoenixes protect them from your Phoenixes.
Yep.
But in Heart of the Swarm, with the Mothership Core and the Photon Overcharge, I think you can much more safely take an expansion.
Look at this. Babyknight is mixed in 2 hallucinated Phoenixes.
Oh, this is so cool.
Into real Phoenixes.
And they'll tank some of the damage, and he might get the Phoenix Edge.
Like he's trying to lead forward with them, too. 2D targets down. Oh, Photon Overcharge going down on the Nexus.
Force them away.
I like it.
That was really awesome. So that was basically an energy trade, right?
Yes.
200 energy off the Sentries of Babyknight for 100 energy off the Mothership Core of Bones.
Bones, yeah.
Yes.
All right, he's motioning into the natural here, taking down the probe. Gonna be back away.
Took some damage on the Phoenix, though. I don't know who that favors. A probe's nice, but Phoenix life is... I mean, some of these Phoenix Mirror battles can come down to the real wire.
Yeah, I mean, the shields will eventually come back, obviously, but that health does not. So he's going to be yellow.
You know what's really interesting?
For the rest of the game. What's that?
The amount of damage that Phoenix took doesn't make... Oh, it got hit by a Stalker, didn't it? Then it makes sense. Or wait. Yeah, it got hit by a Stalker. I was like, how is it at 70 life? It was just because Phoenix hits do 20 damage. Sorry, the mathematician in me got confused there. Then I realized there was a stalker shot in there as well. The extra 10 damage.
I realized that in a second.
Yeah. Well, you're much faster in uptake. Bones adding a second Stargate. I like it.
Oh, picking up the stalker and sentries, guarding shield.
Oh, that could counteract though.
Down.
Oh, this is why you do not want to pick up units in Phoenix Mirror, because when you do, they get a jump on you, and that costs Babyknight to Phoenix.
Wow. Let's see units lost really quick. 2-2, but 500 to 100.
Bones is coming out strong here. Babyknight may be taken down by Bones.
Babyknight does have a pretty severe economic advantage here.
But I mean, there's 2 Stargates versus 1.
Oh, he did make a second Stargate.
Yeah,
Ooh.
2 Stargates versus 1, man.
Wow. And Babyknight, what is he going into here?
Babyknight's realized it. He says, you know what, you win. I give up. You win the Phoenix War.
Yeah, I'll go Twilight, and I'll get some stalkers out.
But what this means is Bones has got to go into offensive now with this Phoenix. He's got to send them out and start doing damage, because he can do that now.
Oh, of course, yeah.
He can push around Babyknight's Phoenix army, and he can pick off probes. Even if there's a cannon, you can usually still do a decent amount of damage to the probe.
I mean, as long as you only lose shields, like,
yes,
there's really no reason not to do that.
Micro.
As long as you don't get fungled.
Babyknight's so aggressive with his Phoenixes. I'm just so worried, because if Bones' Phoenix find them, you can't run in Phoenix Mirror. Like, if your opponent gets close to you, they just keep running alongside you. Right?
He didn't quite see the second Stargate there, so.
Oh, he might have thought that was the first. No, but I mean, he's transitioning out
did he
anyway.
see the big Phoenix count? Is the
I
thing.
think he did.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, because he wouldn't transition away unless
he
knew that. But you know, the longer Bones waits, Bones is losing his advantage. His advantage was in the Phoenix count, but once, I mean, he's had this advantage for 2 minutes where he could have done massive damage, right? But now Babyknight's gonna get his counter up. He's gonna get Archons. He's gonna get Templar. And that advantage is going to dissipate as Babyknight keeps stacking up.
Right, it looks like Babyknight pursuing a hallucinated Phoenix to the natural expansion. Bones is able to see that third base in production. We have +1 air weapons on the way here from Bones. Now, what's the most likely transition we're going to see from Bones? Are we see a transition into Void Rays, into Tempest a little bit later on, Carriers?
I would say Void Rays or Carriers. The Carriers are actually pretty good against Archons, which is really what he has to worry about here. Archons are very dangerous. He also is probably going to get the Phoenix range. That's very, very powerful at harassing workers.
Yeah.
Not to mention it in the Phoenix Mirror battle. You know, he's got the problem. Babyknight's going to get in his base and do massive probe damage.
Is it worth losing all those Phoenixes, though, here?
I mean, the Phoenixes will die almost instantly as soon as the battle starts anyway. So I say sure.
So just kill your Phoenixes and kill as many probes as possible.
Yeah. I mean, all those Phoenixes are dead, but like, the Phoenixes kill other Phoenixes so fast that when the armies clash, they'd all die so fast anyway. It's not too bad to go for that probe snipe. I mean, maybe you think it would still help the army out a bit. Even if you keep him behind an Archon especially. But yeah, I mean, Bones is he got to use those Phoenixes for harass, and he hasn't gotten any harass done yet. Which is pretty worrisome. There's Archons out now, and look what Babyknight's doing. Each mineral line, there's an Archon sitting there.
Oh.
Now, you can still micro against this. Like, Phoenixes can easily avoid the Archons, especially now with 5 range, as long as you're careful with your micro. So,
and that was pretty careful. Oh,
yeah.
He did lose a Phoenix, but
did lose one.
Was
but
able
I
to
mean,
kill?
he killed a lot of workers there.
Got 11 workers killed to 7.
Or, he killed 7 workers there. Babyknight killed a bunch earlier, but Bones just killed 7 with that. So 7 workers for 1 Phoenix is, I'd say that's fine. Oh. Ooh, he could go up and still he could. Okay, he's going Void Rays now, continually getting the attack upgrades. You know what's interesting? I haven't seen very many Void Ray versus Archon duels. It's kind of an interesting
Void Rays have the bonus.
It only hits armored targets though, so they're bonusing
won't
hit the Archons. But if you
I thought they had the bonus against Massive in Wings of Liberty.
They took that out though.
Okay, yeah.
They just have now the activated anti-armored attack.
Yep.
But they still do pretty decent damage even to non-armored targets, and you could probably outnumber the Archons, right? So that's the theory.
Gotta not bunch up your stuff though.
Yes, gotta not bunch up your stuff. And the other thing you can do is you can support with Zealots, and if you can pick up all their Zealots, get rid of those, then your Zealots can do work. But the problem here is that he doesn't really have the Zealots to support him. And the other problem is that he's got to pick up the other Zealots really quick because they're going to shred his third base here.
And the Archons, like, how do you deal with those?
He's got to wait for more Void Rays.
Oh no, look at this. The probes are trying desperately to get home.
Oh, he's sending Phoenix on a counterattack, which would have been a great idea several minutes ago. Definitely should have done that. But now, if the Phoenixes go away and Babyknight realizes this, he can just walk in and kill him because there's no counter to the Zealots anymore.
Bones is trying to hastily add on a bunch of cannons here. 2 Void Rays in production at a time as well. Phoenix is going straight for that 3rd base, picking up as many probes as possible.
Just lift them all up. Just hold that G-Bun down.
Trying to equalize the economic damage that was done to him. Taking revenge on his opponent's worker line. Probably going to go straight to the natural. Meanwhile, we have Bones engaging at the natural of his opponent. There's Void Rays there doing their little armor thing that I forgot the name of. Cannon's not going to be enough, but Babyknight just has too much stuff here, man.
Way too much stuff. I mean, this is just what happens if you go Phoenix and you don't harass with him.
Yeah.
Well, actually, it was mostly what happened is because Babyknight just built a lot more probes throughout the game.
Victory for Babyknight. Once again, that's 4 wins in a row for the king of Denmark there. The Knight of Denmark, I guess we should say. Babyknight playing very well.
I like that. I see what you did there.
The Knight
of Denmark.
The Knight of Denmark.
Is he
the Danish Knight?
Is he a young knight?
I think he's like.
Is he a
20?
Babyknight?
No, he's like 20. Oh, I see what you did there. The Danish Babyknight. 4 wins in a row here in Heart of the Swarm. Again, a little bit of a recap. Taking out Ghost User, taking out Poke Bunny, taking down Shu, and just took down Bones. If you missed any of these, if you're like just tuning in now, VODs will be available directly after youtube.com/officialmlgse2. That being said, we're looking for the 5th challenger for Babyknight. If Babyknight can win this game, he will get that prize money. But who will stand in his way? Who will be the prince from a rival kingdom to step forward and challenge the fierceness that is the Danish Babyknight?
He is pretty fierce.
He is fierce. We'll have to find out, guys, again, if you're a pro player, if you are good at StarCraft 2 Heart of the Swarm. I don't mean if you're good at 2v2 in Heart of the Swarm. I mean if you're like a Grandmaster, if you're a pro player, and you want to challenge Babyknight, head on over to Channel MLG right now. Unless you're watching the rebroadcast, go to Channel MLG and then play with the other people that are there, because pretty fun community we got going on there in that chat.
Indeed.
Every single day, we're getting more and more people just joining MLG and just playing games, which is awesome. That being said, coming up next, it's going to be Game 5 of the night. Babyknight goes for a 5-game winning streak. Can he do it, or will he get knocked off his throne? We'll find out. Don't go anywhere.